Welcome back to winter. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for clicking on to tonight's Weather Extra. We're tracking snow, we're tracking cold moving back in. The first storm in actually several weeks will be arriving here tomorrow morning, probably during the pre-dawn hours. The good news here, it's not going to be the blizzard that we had nearly 1 year ago. Probably about 20 inches less than the blizzard that we had nearly 1 year ago, February 8th and 9th, 2013. But we will get a significant snowfall out of it. Here's what you can expect. Snow arrives between the hours of 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. It ends during the evening hours, so I think it's an all-day event, and it should be arriving at a pretty good time for kids who don't like to do their homework. I'm not advocating that. Of course, I want the kids to do their homework, but I would imagine there'll be some school cancellations tomorrow based on this forecast. We'll watch it for you. Temperatures will be in the 20s, so it's going to be a fluffy snow. It's not going to be a wet snow. It's not going to be that snow that makes easy snowballs or snowmen or that kind of thing. Many towns will get between 8 and 14 inches of snow, with the highest amounts over southern parts of the viewing area. York County and Cumberland County should get the most snow out of this one. Here is the storm system rapidly intensifying this evening. Now, it's really neat to think about. Yesterday at this time, I showed you this map. Back out in here, we really didn't even have anything on the map except for some clouds coming across Texas. Now, it's getting into that Gulf of Mexico moisture that's allowing the storm to intensify. In fact, this was the scene today out in Kansas where they've been getting a fair amount of snow, and yes, it is that snow that's heading into our region during the course of the day tomorrow. So let's zoom in a little bit closer. We're just getting the increasing clouds in our region tonight. Today, of course, was a gorgeous day. You never know there'll be a big storm on the way based on today's sky conditions. Sunshine from beginning to end, and air temps are comfortable. We had light winds. In fact, I captured a nice time lapse during the evening hours or late afternoon hours. There we go. That's our Portland Skycam time lapse. And note still a fair amount of blue sky as the sun was setting just before 5 o'clock. Those clouds will continue to increase during the overnight. So winter storm warnings go into effect at 4 a.m. and extend until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Areas in pink. Winter weather advisories. Areas in tan. You're expecting lighter amounts. You should expect lighter amounts of snow over toward northern Coas, northern Oxford, Franklin, and Somerset counties. Southern regions will get the highest snowfall accumulations. Here's the storm system as it moves by to our south. It's tracking far enough to our south that I do not think we have to be concerned about any mixing. We're talking all snow with air temps running in the 20s. It looks like the heaviest bands of snow will likely occur over southern parts of Maine. The snowfall totals will taper off over central and northern parts of the viewing area. It should taper to snow showers during the evening. All right, now to the timing here. Here we are now at about 5 o'clock in the morning. We have some snow moving in, so probably between 4 and 7 a.m. we'll start to see our first flakes, and we may get into some moderate bands of snow right at the onset, so it's going to pile up pretty quickly. Temps will be in the 20s, and it's going to be breezy. I do not think we're going to see any extreme winds out of this one. It will get gusty with winds out of the northeast, 20 to 25 miles per hour, but due to the consistency of the snow and the winds that won't be extreme, we're probably not going to see widespread power outages, so that should not be an issue. And tides are not running astronomically high either, so coastal flooding should not be a big issue as well. So, just looks to be a snowstorm for your Wednesday. Snow tapers to snow showers during the evening. This is 9 o'clock. Notice a few lingering snow showers. We'll probably get into clearing around midnight tomorrow night. That will set the stage for partly sunny skies on Thursday. Thursday looks to be a decent day, a little breezy. Highs will be in the 20s. And we'll likely have overnight lows slipping into the single digits for many towns starting tomorrow night and extending right through the first part of the weekend. Here's a forecast model we run in-house called Microcast, and I think it has a pretty good handle on how this is going to play out. Let's take a look at a few snowfall totals. York County probably getting the jackpot out of this one. This forecast model suggesting about 12, 13, maybe as high as 14 inches of snow. This extends up into the Portland area from Portland, South Portland, Scarborough, Cape Elizabeth, heading north up into Freeport, Yarmouth, Cumberland. Those taper to about 10 inches or so. Across the mid-coast, more of the same, from Brunswick, Bath, over to Rockland. Slightly lighter amounts. Wouldn't be surprised if Rockland gets into about 10 inches of snow. Sebago Lake region, it's probably like 10 or 11 inches of snow there. Heading north up into Lewiston, more of the same. You're looking at around 10 inches of snow there. But you're probably going to be in about the 6 to 10 north of Lewiston up through Augusta and Waterville. Notice how they taper up towards Waterville, and up in the mountains there'll be spots that get lighter amounts, probably near the Canadian border, nothing more than 3 or 5 inches of snow there. Again, the jackpot will be down in here. Stanford probably getting in on that. Coastal York, Wells, Gunkwit, Biddeford, Saco, Kittery, Portsmouth. So you get the general picture. That's a forecast model. This is my forecast. This is where we're calling for. If you watched it this morning or even yesterday, we were projecting slightly lighter amounts. Forecast model guidance is looking a little juicier with the storm system, meaning we'll probably get a little bit more in the amount of snow. So about 8 to 14 inches, areas in white, and I think there'll probably be a lot of 10s to 13 somewhere in here. Heaviest band should be down in here from Portland down through coastal York County and coastal Cumberland County. We'll watch it for you. Heaviest band should set up right in there. From north of Lewiston through Augusta and Waterville, Oxford Hills region, probably about 6 to 10 north of Conway, Jackson perhaps, Burlingame, 6 to 10 south of you there. This extends towards Waldo County, towards Penobscot Bay. Farmington region, towards Madison perhaps, Skowhegan, Rangeley, you get the general picture. Andover, 4 to 8, and probably only about 3 to 6 inches up towards Eustis there, and there may even be lighter amounts up near the Canadian border, and those snowfall totals continue to taper off the farther north you go. So, snow will vary in intensity throughout the day. We should get some moderate to at times heavy bands throughout the morning and afternoon on Wednesday. It moves in during the morning and extends through the evening. Winter storm warnings stay in effect until 7 o'clock. Temps will be in the 20s at the coast anyway, so mixing should not be an issue. Partly sunny on Thursday, Friday, Saturday look okay. Note those overnight lows. That's right, we're going to be slipping into the single digits, heading back into winter. Inland areas should be a little bit colder. Saturday appears to be the best part of the weekend. More clouds should roll in on Sunday. Still a lot of question marks with the track and strength of a storm Sunday night into Monday. The potential is still there for a blockbuster storm. Based on today's forecast model guidance, it looks like it may actually get going a little bit too far out at sea to be a major or have a major impact on our area. But it's 5 days out. You know that could change, and it probably will a little bit. So stay tuned. I want to play that one as watching for the near term. In the near term, of course, we're going to be watching tomorrow's storm system as well for any changes. I'll have any new updates coming up tonight on CBS 13 at 11. Craig will have more updates first thing tomorrow morning as well. We'll see you then. Have a nice night.